Hello, today is May 11th. I'm going to go over a couple things with you. One thing is that these problems that you see right now is going to be on today's practice problems. I think it's problem number 4. And I just wanted to go over how to do some of these so when you see it, you kind of have an idea. All right? So just follow along. And if you need to replay this, then go ahead and do that. Right now, this is 3 equals 3/4 times d. So it's multiplication. We want to leave d by itself. We want to leave it isolated. So we have to bring 3/4 to this side. And the opposite of multiplication is division. So then it would look like this. Okay? So 3/4 divided by d divided by 3 equals d. Then what we have to do is we have to reciprocal the 3/4. We have to switch it, and then change this into multiplication. And then this becomes 3/1. So now we can do 4 times 3, and that's 12. And 3 times 1 is 3. And 12/3. That's our answer. Now, if you want to change it into 4, because 12 divided by 3 is 4, then that's even better. So that's what d equals, 4. Okay, like that. So let's do this one here. So 5 equals 2, 3f. 2/3 times f. We bring 2/3 over here to the other side. Divided by 5. So now f is isolated. Then we reciprocal the 2/3, change it to multiplication, and then we change this into 5/1, because that's how you write 5 as a fraction, 5/1. So then you multiply it, that's 15, and then that's 2. Okay, you can leave it like that, or you can change it to 7.5 equals f. So how did I do that mentally so fast? Because I just divided 2 into 15. And that's 7, and then remainder 1. So that's how I did that. Okay? So try to do this on your own, pause it, and then see if you can are able to do this. All right, so then 2/5 would be here. Divide by 7. And then that becomes 5/2 times 7/1. And that's 35/2. Or 17.5. How'd you do? Pretty good? Did you get one of these, 35/2 or 17.5? All right, very nice. Then how about this one? So this would be 1/4. Divide by 2. Then that's 4/1 times 2/1. So did you get 8/1? Or you can say 8/2. All right, if you did that, yay! You'll be able to do part of the homework today. Okay, another part of the homework is same thing. Again, you just have to leave d by itself and then move it to the other side. Right now it's addition. So now you bring it over to the other side. So now it's 3.5 minus 1/5. And the reason why I wanted to go over this with you is because you cannot subtract 1 minus 1 and 2 minus 5. You have to find common denominators. So what do I mean by that? Well, you have to find a denominator that's the same. All right? So what you can do is you just ask yourself, what two numbers can go into 2 and 5 evenly? And that would be 10. 10 can go into 2 and 5 evenly. Okay? 2 times what is 10? 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times what is 10? 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. So now you're able to subtract. 3 is right here. 5 minus 2 is 3. And then that's 10. So 3 and 3/10. See that? Same thing here. Leave m by itself. So move it to the other side because right now it's addition. So you had to do subtraction. Minus 2/5 equals m. You can't subtract it because the 4 and 5 aren't the same. So while I'm writing this, what do you think the denominator of 4 and 5 would be? What two numbers can go into 4 and 5 evenly? That would be 20. So 4 times what is 20? 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times what is 20? 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. So now you're able to subtract. The 4 stays the same because that's the only whole number. What's 15 minus 8? 7. And then 20th. Okay? All right, try this on your own. All right, so let's see how well you did. So 2 and 2/5 minus 1/3 equals R. So 2 and 2/5. Did you get the common denominator as 15? If you did, that's awesome. So 15. So it's not just always 5 times 3 or 2 times 5 or all that. So you just got to be careful. Just know that what two numbers can go into those numbers evenly. And that's 6. And then this is 5. That's 5. Sorry, 5. And then subtract it. That's 2. 6 minus 5 is 1. And then 15th. Okay? Because this is going to help you with these problems right here. On number 4. See, look at C and look at D. So it's going to help you there. All right. So we're going to do this on our I'd like you to do this in your iPad if you can. Okay? So I don't know if you can split screen this or what, but basically this is lesson 13. Explain what points in a 4-quadrant coordinate plane represent in the situation. We're going to use situations of temperatures and a bank. So first off, label each point on the coordinate plane with appropriate letter in ordered pair. So using these 4 points and then these 4 right here, match them up. So you can put arrows if you want. So go ahead and pause it and then see if you can figure it out. When you're ready, unpause it. Okay, so this one is C right here, 3 and 2. All right. And then this one is right here. B is over here. And then D is right here. Do you think point D is on quadrant 2 or do you think it's on the x-axis? What do you think? It's on quadrant 2. It's almost on the x-axis, right? But it's not. Okay, 13.2. The graph shows a balance in a bank account over the period of 14 days. So look, it goes from $400 all the way to negative 150. And then it goes all the way to 14 days. Estimate the greatest account balance and on which date it occur. So which one of these is the highest account? Okay, so go and pause it, and then when you're ready, you can unpause it. So this would be it. And this would be about $375 around. And then what day did it occur? 14th day. Estimate the least account balance. On which day did it occur? So which one had the lowest amount? Probably right here, huh? And that's about what? Negative what? I say $90. And then what day? The 11th. 11th day. So what does a 0.6 and negative 50 tell you about the count balance? So look at look at the 6 and then the 50. So then what would you say? And here's a sentence frame that you can do this. So go ahead and pause it, and once you're ready, you can unpause it. That on the 6th day, the account balance had how much? Negative $50. How can we interpret the absolute value of negative 50 in this context? So absolute value of negative 50, we can say what? That it's how many units away from zero? Right, 50. Okay. This coordinate plane shows the high and low temperatures in Alaska over a period of 8 days. The high temperatures are in red, the low temperatures are in blue. What was the warmest high temperature? Which one had the highest red? 28, right? So we can say 28 degrees. Which one was the coldest? Which one was the coldest? Which one is the lowest blue? Yep, -3. Okay, so -3, the lowest. Then it says write an inequality to describe the high temperatures over the 8-day period. So we're going to say H, and then we're going to have 28 here. So think about it. Do you think it's higher? Do you think it's greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, or less than, equal to? Think about it. Write an inequality. So do you think the high temperature is less than 28 degrees? Do you think the high temperature is greater than 28 degrees? Do you think the higher temperature is greater than or equal to, or less than equal to? All right, so it's less than equal to. Because look at the high temperature for the 7th day, 7, right? Isn't 7 less than 28? Look at the 6th day, the high temperature is 17. Isn't 17 less than 28? And then also 28 equals 28. That's why we have the equal sign. How about this one, the low? So let's say the low is -3. So do you think it's greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, or less than equal to? So go and pause it and think about it, have an answer. Then when you're ready, unpause it. Great, so it's greater than or equal to. Let's look at the 3rd day. It's 11 degrees for the low. Isn't 11 greater than -3? All right. And then on which day did the largest difference between the high and low occur? And which day did the smallest difference occur? So which one had the biggest gap between the high and the low? And then what is the difference? That means take the high number minus the lower number. And then on which day did the smallest? Which one had the smallest gap? And then find the difference. So the high and the low is subtracted. All right, so go and pause it. Take a look at the graph. All right, so on 3A, there's actually 3 days. Okay, day 3, day 6, and day 7. And do you know what the difference are? The difference between the degrees is 10 degrees difference. Okay, what day did the smallest difference occur? I think day 1, huh? Day 1. And what was the difference? 20 minus 26, I think. 2 degrees. Okay. Go ahead and read this summary. All it's saying is that sometimes it's better to make a grid instead of putting all these numbers down. You know, like for example, this. I mean, this right here. Can't you tell that this person here saves money, but then loses money, but gains it back up, huh? You can tell that. I mean, look. It starts up high and then goes down. But look, it goes up, huh? So that means this person's good at kind of saving money. And then look at this right here. Look at the high and low temperature of Nome, Alaska. Do you think Nome, Alaska is the temperature's going down or the temperature's going up? Yeah, the temperature's going down. Look, it's slanting down. The high gets colder, the low gets colder. All right. Okay, so for homework, you're gonna skip. You're gonna skip number one. Don't do number one. Do number two, 3, and 4. All right. Make sure you do that Zoom assignment if you were gone on Monday. Watch the video for yesterday, and then just work on the problems, and then make sure you go on iReady. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Sorry this video is long, but um, you can always stop wherever you need to. All right. Have a good day. Bye.